Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Leading Change. I've got Nicole with me today, and we're going to be talking all things ITC. But before I get to any of the questions that I've got for you, Nicole, can you give everybody an introduction?
Absolutely. And Emma, thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I'm pretty excited. I am the president of ITC Vegas, and I joined just before the event happened in 2023. I have been an event sales marketing professional for almost 30 years, and joining this team and the opportunity to lead an event like ITC was a career opportunity of a lifetime. And I couldn't be more pleased with the decision to join the team.
Well, I'm really excited to have you here. And I know most people that are within the insurance industry are going to be pretty familiar with what ITC is, at least at a high level.
Sure.
But one of the things that I want to start the conversation with is kind of like, what did ITC start as a movement when it was like first introduced to the world, when it was born? Like, what really happened as or what was ITC the catalyst of?
So I can for sure answer that. And we need to remember that I wasn't here for the very beginning. So I have been given great history lessons by both our team and all of our delegates and sponsors that have joined along the way. But it was really set up originally as a deal flow, or an opportunity for deal flow within an emerging space, which was InsurTech. So within the fintech space, it was identified that InsurTech would in fact be this new playground. Let's use that word, a playground for innovation. And I believe one could credit ITC and the founders, Injay and Caribou and Bill, with really starting the InsurTech vertical. It's a bold statement, but it probably was a huge catalyst for the entire sector of the industry.
So then when we look at ITC as an organization, where it started and also kind of like where it has come to, what would you say is like the core of it that's remained true throughout that whole process?
The connect piece, or connections. So in the name InsurTech Connect, this event was always about ensuring that relationships and connections were made between the various people who attended. 8 years later, that is very much in the core ethos of the brand and of the event. And every single element that we build or add on to the event has connections at the very heart and soul of it.
And then, so we were talking about like at the first question being kind of like, where was ITC born? And now we're looking at ITC, for lack of a better term, as like a teenager.
Yep, that's what I would say. It's a teenager. We're
and so how, like, coming in, especially from the outside with a fresh perspective, how do you maintain all of that movement, or that momentum that's been created that really spurred this whole little ecosystem? How do you then turn that into something that continues to grow and thrive and add value for folks?
It's a great question. I'd say first and foremost, we stay humble and recognize that we serve the industry. We may have been there at the inception of this industry, but we are absolutely at the service or within service of the InsurTech and insurance industry 8 years later. And every element, like I said, that we add onto the event, I'd say that one of the areas I've spent a lot of time with the team, and we're really proud of what we've put forth for the 2024 edition, is we've used a mantra of mine, which is that every event needs to get to warmth, because once warmth is achieved, outcomes can be realized. So whether that warmth happens when you're at the Federado Beer Garden and enjoying a beer with someone, or you're at the Sunlight Solutions penalty football or soccer, they're going to be annoyed that I said soccer company, right? You're going to do it with someone and you're going to smile. You're going to do it in a little bit more of a relaxed environment. And those environments, we believe, really will be the catalyst for this addition of warmth into the event and catapult those relationships forward.
So Nicole, is there still time for people to join you at ITC? What does the registration process look like? Like, give us a shout for anybody that hasn't joined in on the party yet.
There's always time, and we would encourage you to register soon. Get on the website and purchase your ticket. You can register the day before the event, but the truth of the matter is the sooner you register, the quicker you can get access to our app. And it is in that app that you will be able to set up your meetings, build your agenda, see what's happening, make sure that you can make the very most and best use of your time. But absolutely, come buy a ticket, join us. And, we say you come for the connections, you come for the energy, but stay for the party, because we close with Boys to Men is our closing entertainment at our party. And I know by the time we get to Thursday night, I plan on dancing on a couple of tables.
Hey, there you go. That's the best way to celebrate. Well, I will also include a link for anybody that doesn't have their Google fingers ready in below the video as well. But thank you so much for joining me, Nicole, and for everybody for joining us for the conversation. Make sure you check out Nicole, give her a follow so that you can stay up to date on all things ITC in the future. But thank you again, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Leading Change. If you like what you saw, be sure to come back on a weekly basis and subscribe for more expert interviews focused on digital transformation, change management, and emerging technologies.